Shalom, Jake. Shalom. Now, while you hear all these different things going on, these talks of wars, North Korea just tested their strongest ICBM ever. Okay, they're saying Russia may get them missile technology. Iran allegedly is getting ready to attack Israel. All right, you got civil strife coming here. They're boarding up stuff all around the White House. You're having one thing at another at another. All right, and the end is approaching quickly. You still got Christian Sambos out here, um, pretty much harassing the men of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, still talking about Jesus, still two-stepping and dancing and carrying on like an imbecile. While you have all these things going on. Let me show you what's going on and nobody's really talking about. Okay, because there's so much stuff going on, it's hard to keep up with everything. All right? You got stores shutting down, closing down. You got weird weather. The natives are saying the earth been moved off its axis somehow. The ocean belt is collapsing. The ocean current, they say that's getting ready to stop. You see? The terror of the Lord is real. Let's get into this. Matthew 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Let's get into this. Barakathai Hawa, Barakathai Hawashah, Barakathai Hawa, Barakathai Hawashah, Barakathai Hawa, Barakathai Hawashah, Call Hallah Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Bashem, Rakah, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Jamas. I believe those are the prophets. Shalom and salutations to those that teach the likewise doctrine. Shalom to the Akim and the Aqua. Shalom to the scattered Israelites across the four corners of the earth. May the Most High and the Son be with you during these trying times. Now check this out. This is crazy. Let me show you.
California right now. I just drove there and took photos of what I found. The story ended up in Newsweek, but the photos were so graphic. Do you know what's happening in Tulare, California right now? I just drove there and took photos of what I found. The story ended up in Newsweek, but the photos were so graphic, they refused to publish them. Tulare County is in the Central Valley of California and has more dairy cows than any other county in the United States. But avian influenza has swept across the county, infecting more than 100 dairies across the Central Valley. I saw bodies of dead cows piled up alongside the road with no signs warning anyone of the biosecurity risk. And the air was thick and buzzing with thousands and thousands of flies. These cows are found outside of Mendonça Farms, and these cows are found outside of Land O'Lakes Borges Dairy. And disturbingly, the first sign that a facility is infected is when the barn cats die after drinking the avian influenza infected milk. And
Now, did you hear that? Even the cats are dying. Now, remember, all these different animals are catching it. Now, cats, like feline animals, they naturally have a lot of vitamin C in their blood. Remember when them lions was getting sick and they was catching the big C? They eventually fought it off because they naturally carry a lot of vitamin C. Let's finish listening to this.
Now 11 dairy workers are suspected of being infected with the illness. The facility says they are following all state guidelines, but clearly those guidelines are lacking. They do not require any signs or barriers preventing people or animals from coming into contact with the infected bodies. The infected cows should also be sprayed with fly repellent to prevent flies from spreading the disease from farm to farm. Anya Radaba, CEO of Western United Dairies, did confirm that the cows did die of bird flu. She says there are so many cattle passing away from avian influenza that the rendering trucks are backed up, which is why the cattle had been left there for a period of time. But things could get much worse. Nathaniel Donnet, director of Dairy Market Insight with the financial services company StoneX, says the state could be looking at more than 600 cases in the next few weeks. And the virus isn't acting like it did in other states. More cows are dying. Why is this? Could it be the heat, or is the strain of the virus becoming more deadly? We aren't sure, but we need to mandate bulk milk tank testing statewide to get a handle on the virus. So, are you now disgusted by dairy and don't want to support this industry? Well, you don't have a choice. Whether you only drink milk from small local farms or you don't drink milk at all, you are forced to financially support these large corporations. That's because 73% of dairy revenue comes from some form of subsidy, and that's according to a 2015 study performed for the dairy industry. And when these cows die from avian influenza, heat stress, or other causes, these corporations are bailed out by the United States Department of Agriculture's Livestock Indemnity Program. But more than that, the California Department of Food and Agriculture gave grants to these large dairies to put in these dairy digesters. One $2 million grant was given to FM Jerseys, which is also owned by the same owners as Mendonça Farms. And they basically capture the methane from the manure lagoons, and then they can turn this into renewable natural gas used to fuel trucks. They then sell these so-called low carbon fuel standard credits to fossil fuel companies for these supposed reductions in their emissions. Some dairies that do this end up making more money selling low carbon fuel standard credits than they make by selling milk. In this day and age, should we be depending on cows for our fuel production and for our protein production? Or should we redirect public funds to support animal-free methods of food production? Please let me know, and be sure to like, follow, and share to hear more about this outbreak and more VetMed news. Do you know?
And see, the crazy thing about this, when you add all this together, they might be doing this on purpose, but something happened and somehow it got out of hand. Okay, because then she turns around and she support synthetic meat. You see that? You see, this man plays both sides. This is how he get down. And see, because of this, something else is happening. So let me show you. This is from the CDC.gov website. Right here. If you want me to put in a link, I will. Because now you got these different avian strains out here. Now check this out. CDC, along with our state and local public health partners, continue to actively monitor people in the U.S. who have been exposed to infected birds and poultry for 10 days after exposure. To date, more than 7,000 and 52 jurisdictions have been monitored since 2022, and only one human case has been identified. Yeah, but see, now it's spreading. It's spreading. Let me show you. Look, it said the CDC has a new map of where it's spreading and what to know. And this is from this year. Now check this out. Let me find it. See, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, he's now turning this up. Listen to this. Bird flu can have a 50% fatality rate, but has not spread widely to humans. But people are getting it now, sporadically. Now look at this. Since January, and we told you, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai starting to pour out them pestilences. Since January 2022 in the U.S., the H5N1 virus has killed over 90 million birds across 48 states. It has also sporadically jumped into mammal species in the U.S., including mountain lions, bears, bobcats, coyotes, raccoons, minks, and skunks. More recently, the virus has moved into a new host, cattle. You see that? And what did I just show you? Whatever strain it is destroying these cattle now. Okay? Now check this out. Exodus 9 verse 15. For now I will stretch out my hand that I may smite thee and thy people with pestilence, and thou shalt be cut off from the earth. Now when we was trying to get up out of Egypt, remember they kept messing with us. Okay? And hey, the Most High was destroying their cattle, their food, their water, everything. That's coming here now. Because this is modern day Egypt. Ezekiel 5 verse 17. So will I send upon you famine and evil beasts, and they shall bereave thee, and pestilence and blood shall pass through thee. And I will bring the sword upon thee. I, the Lord, have spoken it. And hey, them things are starting to visit this place. Okay? Let's keep going. Now I'm going to show you why I'm bringing all this up. Listen to this wild report that just came out. This just came out yesterday. 100% mortality in lab tests. A newer strain. Call Halal Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. See, we in the end of this man's system. And remember what the Deagle report said about 2025, right? New bird flu strain from Texas dairy worker alarms scientists. Ezekiel 38 verse 20, so that the fishes of the sea and the fowls of the heaven and the beasts of the field and all creeping things that creep upon the earth and all the men that are upon the face of the earth shall shake at my presence, and the mountains shall be thrown down, and the steep places shall fall, and every wall shall fall to the ground. And I will call for a sword against him throughout all my mountains, said the Lord. Every man's sword shall be against his brother. And all this is happening at the same time. Wait till you see what happened during this election afterwards. So you got pestilences, plagues, sedition, brother against brother. In the midst of all these different diseases and calamities happening. Ezekiel 38 verse 22, and I will plead against him with pestilence and with blood, and I will rain upon him and upon his bands and upon the many people that are with him, and overflowing rain and great hailstones, fire and brimstone. See, we're in the last seconds. All this is happening at the same time. These are the beginning of sorrows. Let's keep going. Ezekiel 28 verse 23, for I will send into her pestilence and blood into her streets, and the wounded shall be judged in the midst of her by the sword upon her on every side, and they shall know that I am the Lord. And let me show you this other article that came out. Now, me personally, Jake, I think they didn't cook this up somewhere, but listen to this. Alarming development, mutated bird strain that is 30 times deadlier leaves American infected. Now I showed you what's happening to these cows. They falling all over the place. They dumping them on highways. I done seen videos of them falling out of trucks. And they're sick, birds falling out of the trees. Now listen to this. Doctors are expressing alarm about a mutated form of bird flu that infected a farm worker in Texas. The patient contracted the virus, his eyes turning red and itchy from contact with an infected dairy cow or chicken in Texas. Government-backed researchers took a sample of the virus infected with mice and ferrets with it and found it had evolved to become far deadlier than a wild strain currently spreading on U.S. farms. See, there's no escaping the Most High. You just got to do what he say. Follow commandments to the best of your ability. Stay prayed up. Use the proper name. The Father's name is Yahweh and the Son's name is Yahweh Shah. Let's keep going. It also spread between animals through the air. A key milestone that would theoretically allow it to become more contagious in humans. But crucially, the test showed that some antiviral drugs could work against the strain of the virus if this is the case. The experts are now warning health officials that to keep a closer eye on the movement of the virus in order to contain the outbreak before it can evolve further and infect more humans. So they're saying that this is happening. Okay? They're saying that this is happening. All right? So yeah, they're saying that this has a 100% a possibility of a 100% mortality rate. So yeah, Jake, I'm going to get a scripture and leave it there. But there you have it. It's spreading these different animals. And they're saying that it's 30 times deadlier. Okay? While all this other stuff is going on and people still don't think this is the end. Okay? People saying the end going to come 100 years from now. No, the end can come tomorrow. I mean, yeah, we know we still have prophecies and stuff like that, but hey, things are happening quick. You still had an MOTB, sedition, certain things to happen, the economy to collapse, but it looked like all that is happening now. You see? This is Habakkuk 3, verse 5, the KJV. Before him went the pestilence, and burning coals went forth at his feet. So he had to plague this man, hit him with pestilence, monetary collapse, take everything from him slowly, break up Babylon. He's gonna nuke Babylon. So we're gonna read that again. Habakkuk 3, verse 5. Before him went the pestilence, and burning coals went forth at his feet. So I'm going to leave it there, Jake. There's a lot of things happening. I'm going to show you that report again. Now, look at this. While I was going back to that clip to show you that it had a 100% mortality rate, look at this. Even the chicken younger can be 60 times more fatal. See, all this is spreading. This is the end of this man's reign. All right? And he's going after the kids, too. These heathens kids. Look at this. Walking ammonia surgeon. You see? The Lord is starting to work. Yeah, but here it is, Jake. The mutated bird flu strain that is 30 times deadlier leaves American infected. And they saying that it has, it can pretty much become a 100% mortality rate. See you again real soon, Jake. Stay prayed up. Call Allah, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Shalom.